let's get into the GitHub thing for hosting a website. So I already have a website that I need to host, which is this one here, iPortfolio. So for that, if you're on github.com, let's do this. So if you're on github.com, you're going to come to new, which is this part here where you can see my mouse. You're going to come to new and create a new repository. But if you're on GitHub desktop, you're going to come on, you click on this downer part here, then click add, and then create a new repository. But we are not since we are using github.com, let's do that. So let's create a new repository here. On new repository, you'll be directed to this page here where they will ask you to enter the name of your website. So the name I'm going to enter is iPortfolio. You're going to say iPortfolio is available. For description, just leave it. You have to make the repository public so that your website can be public to anyone. And then you're going to come and click on create repository down here. Wait for it to load. Okay, now it has created the repository. As you can see, we are on the repository dashboard. So for here, you're going to come on this part. If you can see this of a quick setup, if you've done this kind of thing before, something like that. So you're going to come and click on upload an existing file. Here, the reason why we are doing this is we are going to upload our files onto this thing. It will become the hosting. GitHub will become the hosting for these files, and then we shall use another app to make it to make a subdomain, so that subdomain can be getting files from here if our computer is offline. So we're going to upload an existing file, and then you're going to open your file manager, and then you're going to open this thing of your portfolio, and then you're going to select all the files plus the folders, if you understand me. And then you're going to drag them and bring them here. You see, you're going to drag and bring them here. Now you can see we have a problem. User, that's a lot of files. Try uploading fewer than 100 at this time. At this step, you have nothing else to do but open GitHub desktop. If you have to open GitHub desktop. So on GitHub desktop, if you have already created a repository here, you can clone it in GitHub desktop and then you also reuse it again. So let's open GitHub desktop, and then we clone this repository from github.com. So let's come to add. You're going to come to add and then clone repository. Then it is going to show you all the repositories that you have on your github.com. You're going to come, see, this is our Inflector 57 iPortfolio. This is the one we created. Then we're going to clone it. Let's wait for the cloning to finish. Now after, if you're on this step, well and good. GitHub desktop is not something big to download. It is just like a couple of 170 MB, something like that. 170, ranging from 170 to 108. It's not something big. So we are going to open this in our Explorer. Show in Explorer. As you can see, this folder is empty, but that is the good thing. We're going to come, let's minimize this. We reopen the other folder which we had, this one here. Then we are going to at these files, we cut them and then repaste them into here. I'm going to paste them here. Good. And now let's minimize this. This div contains, okay, that's no problem. Let's just click here, just here. So here we are pushing the files to the github.com, to the we are pushing the files to the internet. Let's wait for that to finish right here. And now let's check our GitHub desktop if our files are there. Let's reload this. Yes, our files are inside here if you can check them. So the next thing we have to do here is to come to settings. If you can see the settings up here, wait for that to load, and then we are going to come to pages right here. So we are going to come to branch, and on GitHub pages is currently disabled. Select the source to enable GitHub pages for this repository. So on here we are going to click on main, and then we are going to save this. Okay, now after we have finished putting our files on GitHub, which will act like our hosting, you can come on you add another tab and then search for netlify.com. Then we're going to log in here, accept all, log in. So we're going to log in with GitHub. So if you can see here, I've already deployed the 2 sites. So we're going to come and right here on add a new site, and then import an existing project because it is already on our GitHub account. Then we are going to select GitHub. That is already authorized, but for you it will bring like something like first authorize. Then here we're going to put in the site name. So our site name we want it to be portfolio. Then you're going to come and check availability, check if this subdomain name is available. Site name is available, so there we can continue and deploy iPortfolio. Site deploy in progress. Let's wait for that. See, it is deploying. Your site is now deployed. It's already published. Nice. Let's check if it has worked. Yes, it has worked. Our site is now deployed, as you can see. Yes, our site is now deployed. Yes. Okay. That's it. That's how you can deploy a site. Let me read you the steps we got. You go to github.com. If your files are less, you can just upload them directly. But if there are very many, you have to use GitHub Desktop because that's the only option. On GitHub Desktop, you just transfer the files to the folder, and then you just commit the changes, nothing else.